Well, it's time. Breathe deep, Terry, and just rip the Band-Aid off. This this is my hoarder's room. This is a hope chest that my dad made for us when we were kids. Each of us girls got one. It's got all kinds of junk stacked on it. And there's purses and a sewing machine and a box full of, it's got a purse sticking in it and a box full of food containers that are clean. Everything's clean in here, so it's not like there's no dead animals or anything in here, I promise. But this is my storage room. Purse is hanging up there. Got a fryer, like a deep fryer, boxes of stuff and a shredder and some crafting stuff and a safe that there's literally nothing of value in it, but it's still there, and one of them little ovens. I can't think of what they're called. Toilet paper, water, junk. There's a head that I use when I crochet stuff. A red lady hat, bunch of yarn. That's a like a cooler that you can take places. A bunch of coffee and water bottles. What do you call them things? Instant pot. This is a suitcase. I pulled some things out of a drawer and I need to go through them. And there's my choffler thing. There's a couple more seasoning holders, some yarn, a step ladder. There's the container that those little glass things came in that my sister brought me. So this is my catch-all room. We have yarn, we have computers, we have a TV, we got books. I have a still in the pot, still in the box back there. I have a what is this thing? Pressure cooker that I bought because I was going to learn how to pressure cook meat. I got one computer tower, two computer towers, books. There's a Bible in there. Books. When I was making all my dolls, I was keeping, whenever you get a package and it comes with packing stuff in it, I was keeping all that stuff. Back there, that's a box of boxes, a computer chair. So this is my Hoarder's Starter Kit room. And this is the reason I took off work today and tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if I'll get it all done today, but this is the starting point of this room. Judy, I hope you're not looking, but just know if I am showing you this portion of this video, there is going to be an end result. I promise you, I wouldn't show you this and just not. It's kind of like if the dogs get sick and I talk to you all about it, I promise they're better. Same thing with this room. If I'm showing you this hoarder's room, there will be an end result. So, all right, let's get started. If you have a hoarder's room, why don't you put me on play and we can clean our hoarder's room together. To start off with, I have this little hospital, it's a rolly hospital tray, and I want to keep my drink nearby. So I got that sitting right here in the doorway. So, yeah, all right, let's get to it. Full transparency, I thought I had the record button pressed. And so I'm going to talk you through what I did so far. I gathered up. Let me turn you around so I can show you. I went through and I picked up all the yarn and got it put together. And I put all the yarn away. So all the yarn is in place. There's shouldn't be. There might be a random one that I find here and there. But I got all the yarn put away. I did that first. Then I hung up all my purses. I have quite a few. And I actually, that bag this container right there, that's going to be my donate. So I put several bags and purses in there. This right here is my trash can. So we still have a long ways to go. But we actually can see some, what We can actually see some floor right now. So, yeah, let's see where we get to next. Let's see. This is my Blink camera set. Looks like I have one more left. I definitely need to hang on to this just for right now. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's some projects that I started. That's some crochet projects that I had started and never finished. Yeah, I'll just keep those up there. But I'm going to set this Blink camera up there too. So, oh hey, I do have a fan. One of you all had suggested I use a fan whenever I do my onions next. So I'll use this one next time I do onions. Just going to leave that in here for the moment. This is one of those things that you put in your car windshield. I'm going to donate that. I don't need that. This is a lunchbox that, like if I have to go to Mom's after church or something, and I need to take something that needs to be refrigerated, if I have a bigger, like whenever I took her groceries the other day, I used this. I think I'm going to take that downstairs. I don't need this upstairs. I don't use it very often. I'm going to take this water, all my water. Can you see where I'm at? No, you cannot. So this is a whole big old box of water containers. So I'm going to leave this one coffee up here, this cold coffee, since I've been drinking cold brew coffee. But I want to hang on to those, of course, because in the wintertime I may switch back to hot coffee. So right now, while I'm enjoying the cold brew coffee, I'm going to leave one more of them up. And I'm going to take these downstairs. And I'm going to take this downstairs too. These are a bunch of keto diet books. Keto Diet Slow Cooker, Keto for Women, Cooking Keto with Christy. I have 2 of her cookbooks. Christy Sullivan. She is so cute. I just get a kick out of her. She even has a Cooking Keto with Christy is her YouTube channel. I don't know if she's had any videos recently, but man, she's really good, and she worked for Diet Doctor for a long time as part of their was one of their people who did some of the recipes. Gotta figure out where I need a spot that's tall enough. Let's see. What's this? Oh. Something from 2013. Breakfast. Running late for works. This was March of 2013. Anxious. Hurried. 7:45. Half PB&J. 1 soy shake. 16 ounces of water. That was 7:45. 8:30. Not hungry. Want food. Not sure why. Eye hurts, sleepy. 10:30, raw veggies, ranch dressing, hungry. Coffee with cream, sweetener, sugar. 12:30, hungry, 8 ounces of water. 2 cups of meat, macaroni noodles, manwich. 2:20, not hungry, wanted flavor. Saw office mate eating. Took 1 tablespoon of dry cereal. 3 o'clock, hungry, veggies. 3:30, 2 boiled eggs, hungry, and pre-gym. 10, whey shake. 6 o'clock, whey shake. 7 o'clock, baked beans, 1 cup. 2 cups of chicken, rice, and mushroom soup. Not hungry, wanted sweet. First chocolate eggs, mini. Dog food. 65. March 7th, 8 a.m., soy shake, hunger, water, 1 serving cappuccino. 10 o'clock, 2 oranges, 2 slices of chicken, 2 slices of cheese. Hunger, frustrated, frazzled, excited. Gonna see, oh, I was dating a guy at that point. 11, fajita, chicken, anxious, ready to leave, sleepy, eye pain, ready to leave, want to eat to relax and de-stress, want chocolate and chips and candy, especially sweet stuff. So that's a glimpse into how my brain was. This listing of all these things. This day didn't have any emotions. This day didn't have any emotions. Yeah, so I've always eaten to de-stress. Alright. This is a container. Container. I'm going to take these into the kitchen because I'll want to wash these and put them with the other containers. Earlier I took my I had 2 different boxes of containers. I took those to the kitchen so that way I could kind of have those available because I'm not done meal prepping yet. I have a basket of dog stuff right here. Let's kind of go through this. It looks like so I have 3 different of the cones, for the cone of shame. And when I adopted Lou, they sent a coat. He evidently had a coat that he used in the wintertime. So they sent a coat along with him. When I adopted Lou, there's a card and it says, "Lou, we are so proud of you. You have come so far and have truly become one of our family. We hate to see you leave, but know that you will be missed and loved. You are in great hands. We love you. Skyview staff." So that's the that's the vet's office where he stayed. And attached to that, they have some little kids. They drew a picture. Like this one says, it's a little girl. It's a little girl. And it says Chloe. Her name is Chloe. It says Lou and Chloe. So she drew a picture of herself and Lou. That's sweet. Wondering is if it could put up here. This is painting stuff. So if I want to paint, like room painting, not like drawing painting. Not like the kind of painting you do, Katie. Okay. That fits. I think that'll work. Now I need to, where did I put oh, here they are. I'll put the cone of shame, both these cones of shame up here. Good spot. We got trash on the floor. This is a container, can be washed. All right, let me take this to the kitchen. This goes in the trash. I'll be right back. My this thing called Instant Pot. I'm gonna put it up here. I was housing an air fryer up here, but that's a good spot for the Instant Pot. This is some fabric glue. When I clean my air fryer, I'll put it down on this shelf. This is my toilet paper hoard. It's not 3 tall. I'll have to put this in the bathroom in my closet. This is my bug out bag. This has ammo and soundproof or, headphones. That's all related to my pew pew. So if things go south, I would get my pew pew from the specific location that I have it at and grab this bag and be ready. I can barely lift it, but I'll have everything I need for that. And I put my Fry Daddy down here. And I can put my air fryer up here whenever I'm ready. Cooking stuff. utensils. And that's cooking utensils. I'm going to put this in one box. Potato masher, cheese slicer, a strainer, instant electric knife thing. So I'm going to set all that stuff back up here on the top shelf. That's where it used to be. This is my PlayStation box. You probably can't see it. There you go. There. I put it up here. It says cooking utensils, and that's my PlayStation box. That's stuff that I need, paperwork. This is my, hey, that's my Dutch oven cooking. Lodge. Oh yeah, I want those. This is a cheese grater. Well, a grater. One of those graters that I got. Look, here's the book. Dutch oven cooking. See how they put charcoal on top of it? So that's what this book is for, is teaching me how to do that stuff. I'm going to take these to the kitchen. Hang on. I had mentioned to you all before, when I was losing weight, from the beginning, I was always having a lot of tailbone pain because, you're losing that extra fat. And so I was having to sit on this for the longest time to help my tailbone. But this was not cheap, so this is definitely something I want to keep. So we're going to find a place in this closet over here. This is a box of, those vacuum storage bags? That's what this is. A whole bunch of those different sized ones. I did it originally whenever we went on we were talking about a family cruise. I was planning on taking those so that way I could take some yarn and stuffing. But I ended up not needing it. I have all kinds of, I really should clean that out, but we're not cleaning out each individual thing. We're just trying to get it to where we can walk in here. That's part of it. This is my cape that I put on when I do hair. This is a long sleeve one. I have a short sleeve one also. Where's the blue bag? I saw it earlier. This is like my clippers. So like with nephews, for like stuff for short hair. So that's all in there. My dad was a very handy man. He grew up in a time frame and in a family when, they didn't have a lot of money. And so if something needed repaired, you figured out how to do it yourself, or you called one of your buddies and together you fixed it. Before he died, this was his bucket. It's always called the green bucket, right here. And anytime they would go to see my sister in Pittsburgh or my sister in Jefferson City or came to my house, he would take this green bucket. It had all of his main things. So it had like a drill and which is pulled out now, but it had his drill and a level and, screwdrivers and drill bits and all that stuff. And funny enough, there's a saw, a hand saw, and an axe. Again, I know, Terry, I'm not trying to redo everything. There's socket wrench, you name it, it's probably in this bucket. So he died in 2015. This bucket has stayed in this room since then. Well, I pulled it out to use, but I'm not giving it back to nobody. As a hoarder, that bucket means a lot to me. Had to go get a broom. We hoarders tend to hold on to things because of sentimental reason, more so than for functionality. So, I saw something that I need to put up. Well, this is a hair clip, and I know this hair stuff was over here earlier. There was something else I saw. I was going to do something with something, but I don't remember what it was. What is this box? Trash. It is, when I crochet toys, like for the bottom of the feet, I cut the ends, the little flaps off of a lot of boxes because those flaps, they get used for feet. What is this thing? Chain one, pull tight. Well, I don't have the whole instruction. Oh. Ah, so it's a hat. Oh, I think this is the one we made for the kids. All right, well, they're probably going to want to do it again next year, but I'll wait till they give us a new one. Okay, I found another cone. It's called a comfy cone. It's for the dogs, you know. It's one of those kind of things. So I'll put this one up here too. Or not. Wait, we have a step stool. Okay. Yeah, I'll deal with all that tomorrow. That's why I took off a couple days. I knew this was a big project. A project that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of patience on my part and your part. So we'll leave this broom and stuff in here and we'll reconvene tomorrow. Okay, bye. Well, we're getting better. This is where we're starting at today. Now, I'm not worried about making sure everything's looking pretty on shelves or anything. My focus is making sure the floor, I can walk through here and finding a home for all this junk. I feel like that. I know that doesn't look overly nice, but I know where everything is, and the shelves, the shelves are fine. What's on the shelves are fine. It's just the floor, the boxes that are on the floor, and my hope chest. I need to find a home for all these things on my hope chest. So, I think where we're going to start with this morning is breaking down all these boxes so that they can go into the recycle trash can. So now I'm kind of starting. I'm going to just kind of go clockwise, and this will be where I'm starting. So this, I've already swapped off the box that was here for this smaller box. Next around is this computer tower. I know my coworker is like, Terry, you can just throw them away. But I can't. I might need them in my life someday, so I can't. So one of them I bought, I don't even know how long ago. I was using it for gaming, but that was before I got my PlayStation. But in my head, I have to keep it, so yeah, for now I'm keeping it. Now, to figure out where. Let's see about some things here. I do not need this little cooler in here. So I'm going to put it with the stuff that goes to the basement. This is a pressure cooker. I have some pressure canner lids. I have some pressure can, my ball blue cookbook and my pressure canner. I'm not going to start canning anytime soon. So I'm going to take this down to the basement and I'll be back. This next box I need to work through. Well, these are extension cords. And these are cords that I use whenever we have a work potluck. I take them to work. So I definitely need to keep this in this area, in this room. I need to be accessible. Because, we have one about 3-4 times a year, maybe more, maybe less. I'm going to see. Nope, can't fit there. Let me look around. Yeah. There. Fits good. I'm just trying to keep things stacked up instead of spread out. My air fryer is clean, so I'm going to find a spot over here on this shelf. Oh, bless your heart. You can't see. I set it right there. I haven't had a bunch of female stuff up there, but I haven't had a female visitor in 3-4 years, so I'm just going to get rid of that stuff. So let's see, where are we at now? All right, so yeah, so this is where I put it. There's a glare out here. I'm sorry about that. That's where I put the air fryer, and behind it is the Instant Pot. Now we're going to just work on stuff that's in this chair, finding things at home and getting rid of stuff. So instead of showing you everything, I'll let you see. I'm going to figure out where everything goes. Since I emptied out that plastic container, I'm putting the slip covers for my couch into it. Just a little, it's a little taller, so make a little more space. And I'm going to trash these things. I don't even know why I bought them. So I'm putting these in the trash. This is, I bought 3 beds for the dogs. They already chewed one of them up. And where's my step stool? So I ended up bringing up the raised beds. But I don't want to get rid of this, and someday they may need it. So I want to hang on to it, because when the one that they have dies off, when they de-stuff it, and Sammy will de-stuff it, I'll have another one. I like working up, because, you know, bending over and stuff. So now I'm going to work through this box. I would like to find a home for my dash, but it needs to be quick and accessible and easy to come back to. Maybe for now I'll just set it right here. I can I can deal with that later. So then I've got one more, you know, the season holding trays that I love. This is one of those. So I'm gonna find this can fit right over there by my dash. Oh, you can't see. I stuck it over there. Just for the time being. Alright, I'm going to finish up this box and I'll get back with you. It's that box right there. Go to the next box. It's really nice setting them up there. It makes it easier. And as you're walking around the room, it allows you more space around the room. So with this box, it's got a lot of cord type stuff. I don't know, computery stuff. This is my mannequin head. She has a bottom to her. I don't know where it's at. It's probably down in one of these things. And so I'm going to set her. I'll set her over here by my griddle. Because when I crochet, I need to be able to get to her if I'm making something. So I'm just going to stick it right back there for the time being. And in the meantime, let's hang on. Go into a different angle for y'all, because I'm going to be working over here a lot more. I pulled out all of my hair stuff whenever I got my hair cut, trying to figure out what I was going to do with stuff. And so I pulled out a bunch of my curling irons and stuff. And these are all books of hairstyles that were popular. I kept these in my, kept them all in my desk, so people, when they were popular, people were choosing those. Sorry, I kept all those at my hair station, and because they were really popular, so when people would start describing something, I would pull out these books and people could see them. So, I'm going to trash these in a second. So anyway, so these are the 2 bags that I grab if I have to go do some hair. They don't need all these things in them, so let's put this back up here. I don't know what that bag had in it. Look what I found. This was, I got confirmed at the Lutheran school and church in May 18th, 1986. My mama got my name engraved on my own Bible. So, my own Bible. Up. Old Charlie's Roofing and Remodeling. Oh man, he was a hot mess. He did some work at our first house back in Jackson. And that's the only thing stuck in it. But anyway, so that's my Bible that I got. I've had a bunch of them over the years, but you know, you've seen my childhood ones. But look what I found, my confirmation Bible. I'll be working from here. This is my box. You know, my smaller box hoard. Still got my trash can going over here, and I got my recycle thing over here, and so we're working our way around. I'll just scoot this chair over here for the moment. I'll keep this step stool around in case I need it for something. So anyway, so I'm going to work on this box next. So I kind of got sidetracked, and instead of working on that tote, I've actually been working on the floor right here for a minute, and I'll work on that later. But I got to working on this floor here, and so this can be trashed. Don't know where everything's going to go. If I don't know, I'll just stick it right up here on top of here, and I'll deal with it in a little bit. But I just got sidetracked and decided, you know what? How about I do this floor right quick so it can look better. I can sit right there for a time being. Abbreviations, and that's a... These were for my car seats. Anyway, alright. So, yeah. I feel better. The floor out here looks nicer. Let me show you. This whole time, I've been looking for stuff that I bought a bunch of stuff to make some things for fun things for my hair. And I have been looking all over this room for it. And I keep thinking maybe the next box, maybe the next box. Never could find it. You know, Lori, you said when you're in the grocery store, if you can't find something, look up 5-4 here, and look. I looked up, and there it is. That's all my bead stuff. Absolutely hilarious. So, yes, Lori, if ever I can't find something, I need to look up. Okay, I'm working on this box still. Well, I finished that tote, so we're coming along. Like I said, we're not judging the stuff up on the shelves. We're just judging the floor. So I got that tote. This tote will always stay there. That is boxes that I may use. This right now is trash. And so when I'm all done, I'll empty that out. Of course, the chair, it's always going to stay in here. That I'm going to put back up on there. Hang on just a second. Okay, got that up. And like I said, the waters are going to stay where they are. Next, I want to tackle that because all that is yarn related, stuffing, except for the beads, yarn, and some games. Got my iron in there. So all that is what it is and where it's staying. That yarn stuff, except for a couple games on the top. Books, which I don't even like to read, but it's stuff I've accumulated over the years. But like the television and monitor, those are just staying because they're staying. And that's just some odds and ends of things. And so anyway, so the rest of this stuff I'm keeping, that's all stuff that has to do with paint and dogs and then my hoard. But now I can actually walk in and get to all the things that I have on shelves. And that was the point of this. It may not look organized, but it is actually all things that are grouped with like types of things. So next, excuse me, the next phase is that. Oh look, another thing to sit on. Another thing for whenever I had my tailbone. I actually had to buy a few of these. One of them I took to work, but thanks to my sweet Sammy, he got a hold of one and chewed it up. And I think he might have done it to two, but I'm going to just put this up here. I have a, I don't think you can even see, but I have a laundry basket, and it's got a pillow in it up there. So I'll just stick it up there, but, all right, well, I'm going to keep pushing forward on this section. Hey, it's getting less. It's getting less. We're getting there. This was from my mother for my birthday. It says, "And God said, let there be light." Genesis 1:3. Then lo and behold, there was your birthday cake. Look how big that is. It's Because I turned 50. Or is this 51? Yeah. In other words, let there be light. There was my birthday cake. Because there were so many candles on it. It was so bright. Anyway, it says, I know you can't eat one, but you can enjoy this one. Love, Mom. She's such a stinker. And the back it says, holy smokes, that's bright. Yeah, but at least it's not as many candles that's on your birthday cake, Judy. Oh, no, I didn't just go there. Yes, I did. We've come a long way. Look at it now. It's got some things that I want to put in my hope chest on it. This is a prayer book that I got years and years ago. Also, whenever I was confirmed. So I'm going to put that inside there. There's a book holder thingy. I'm not going to clean out my hope chest, but this was a tablecloth that a lady made for my first, for the first wedding. And so I hang on to that. My little Cabbage Patch doll. I had a Cabbage Patch doll. And another Cabbage Patch doll. And a blanket. Let me show you this, a couple things, and then I'm going to stop shop. As a hoarder of things, I have things that are pretty special from my childhood. This was a plate that hung up on my wall when I was little. It said, God bless us everyone, Christmas 1972. So I saved this. That was my first Christmas. So I saved that in here. This was the very first stuffed animal that I got when I got this from my grandmother. And I was born in February 2023. She died the next year in I was born in February of 1972, and she died in 1973. And for my first Christmas, she gave me this teddy bear. Now, of course, he's been, through the ringer. But I slept with this until I think I was in my 20s. But anyway, he still smells like my childhood. So I keep him in there. This is my very first monkey. When I was a kid, Mom said we were in the grocery store or in some store, and I was in a cart. I don't know, I was probably 2 or 3, and I wanted him. And Mom said, no, you can't have him in. I think my grandma was with her. And she said, I kept saying, Mommy, 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 because I couldn't say monkey. So I was that young. So this is the first monkey, my first monkey stuffed toy. And this is my first rattle. It's metal, and it has my name engraved in it. And so that was mine as a baby. When I was a little kid and I would go stay the night at my grandma's house, this was the only stuffed animal she had. And as a kid, I remember I would take it out and played with it. And I think it was actually Mom's. Mom, if you're watching, and as a kid, we called him Prisoner. Grandma called him Prisoner. We all called him Prisoner. And but if you look up close, he's holding a heart. If I can fold this down, it's like he's holding a heart. So it's probably a Valentine gift from somebody to somebody. But there's a rubber band. Oh, that broke. There was a rubber band around his neck that made him look kind of squished in. But anyway, so his name is Prisoner. And yeah, that's the toy I slept with at my grandma's house all the time. When she died, I took him. All right, I'm going to kind of sweep and all things, and I'll get back with you, and we'll look at the finished product. Okay, Mom, you can open your eyes now. Are you ready? Here we go. You can see floor. All out there. All around. Look, there's floor in this room. Let me just kick this over here. That's going to That'll be the home for that. There we go. So everything is still the same. We have our yarn and all the things that have to do with yarn on top. Yarn, our books, computery stuff, a Sammy sighting, and like I said, everything is in a place and in a home for the moment. I did put these back on here. Every weekend when I meal prep, I pull out containers, so I definitely need those out. So there we go. I ended up with like a full trash bag and 3 bags that I'll be donating to probably Teen Challenge. And yeah, so there we go. That was the project. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock on Friday. So it took me a day and a half to get both of my hoarders rooms straightened out. And I took breaks, so, you know. All right, well, there we go. This is not some big fancy change, but it is now. If family came over and asked to see my yarn, I would be able to comfortably bring them in and show them my yarn. And not be like, oh, they're going to see my whole hoard. So there we go. Okay, bye.